Coach, how about just an overview of what you saw today from your team and the effort they gave you today?
Yeah, I thought defense really played hard. That's a good offensive football team. They've scored on every team they play. Every Division I team, they put a lot of points, a lot of yards. Really good quarterback, good scheme. So I thought they played hard, created turnovers, got to stop on fourth down. So that probably stood out to me more than anything was their overall effort.
If you're surprised at all to be playing so many new players who came from some guys from here and some from there and some from all these different places to your first game come out and look pretty clean?
A lot of the guys that played were here in the spring, and then we had some guys we rotated in late that I thought did a good job and picked things up, and that's a credit to those defensive coaches, getting them up to speed on what we run and what we're doing. I didn't think we were clean in obviously the penalty area. We had 11 for 120. That's something we got to clean up, some personal fouls, things that aren't acceptable. But, yeah, I thought some of those new guys for the first time out there with the lights on handled themselves okay.
What about Nick's performance today? He goes 14 for 14 and just has a tremendous day in terms of just throwing the ball, the accuracy.
Yeah, he's a good player. That's what I've said all along. He's an accurate quarterback. He's got a really good supporting cast. When he doesn't try to do too much and just goes through his reads and finds the open guy, he can throw it with anybody. So more than anything, you're just happy for him after 4.5 years, whatever, to grind it out, persevere, to finally get to start a game and win a game. It's awesome to see as a coach.
What kind of changed after those first two series where you kind of went back there?
Yeah, we weren't very sharp. We've been slow starting all through camp too with that offense. So that's on me to call the right plays. I wasn't calling very good plays, and we got to find a way to start faster as we move forward.
Coach, last year Gage DeBrew was a very effective running quarterback, and he didn't do much on the ground at all against you guys today. Was it a conscious effort to sort of take the ball out of his hands and key on him and force him to pitch it and hand it off?
Yeah, we thought he was a dynamic playmaker, and we knew that had to be our focus. Was he couldn't get his. If those other guys were going to get theirs, we'd try and live with that, but we weren't going to let him, dominate like he's done in some previous games.
Biff, I know it wasn't surprising to you, and you talked about these guys a lot, but what did you think of the big play contributions today? What did you get from Derek and from Kiki and from Justin, also that 25-yard touchdown? Yeah,
they're explosive players. We got to find ways to get them in space, and then they can do that. And we didn't get Dylan involved as much as we probably should have, but we got some guys that can make plays if we call the right plays.
Did y'all see anything defensively that led to you calling Derek on the deep ball, or did you just want
I'd done a poor job kind of throwing underneath stuff, and they were screwed down tight. So we wanted to get a good matchup on a safety, and Derek runs really well and did a good job running by the safety.
How comforting was it to see Desmond Nisby when everybody in the stadium knew that you were going to run the ball on third down and short, and he was able to do that and plow right through it and get a first down?
Yeah, he's a tough physical runner. For his first Division I action, I thought he handled himself well. On the sideline. He looked like he was 100% on his assignment, and so we just got to keep feeding him information and get him more comfortable in our offense. But he's a big back. He's a great change-up to some of the other guys we have.
A lot of focus on turnovers, in the off-season.
Yeah, that's it. That's how that number goes, is how our season's going to go, and that's what we've harped on all along. We've been in the negative, I think, since I've been here, and if we can ever flip that to even or in the positive, then we'll have a shot to have a successful season.
If last 3 weeks or so, what kind of progress has Nisby made on basically all aspects of the game when he's not carrying the football?
Yeah, he's working on it. We have a pretty complex offense when it comes to the running back and the way we use him as a receiver, in the blocking scheme, in the run game, in the screen game. So it's not just going to happen overnight. But he's been very conscientious, been up here a lot, working at it, and he's very appreciative of the opportunity. So he's working hard.
Coach, can you speak to the 56 points scored and how that will help Hurricane Harvey relief?
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. That's 5,600. I guess that'll help. Yeah, just whatever we can do. I've said it throughout the week, but I have a lot of friends that live down there. I lived there 4 years. I love that city. You hate to see what's going on, but you love to see all the stories of heroism and all the people helping each other. And they'll get it turned around quick. And, it's a small contribution, but I'm glad that Texas Tech can do what we can to help.
How's it helped having Dakota Allen come back?
I think you see when he was voted team captain, he has a real presence about himself. He's a mature young man, handles his business, has a real swagger about himself that people follow, and more than anything, I think that's the presence he brought back to our locker room has been really good for that defense.
Did you see the confidence building kind of with each series of the defense, and did that kind of propel them through the game, did you think?
I think so. I think, anytime you can start that fast defensively, and we knew they were a good offense. We knew that playmaker was, the quarterback was a heck of a playmaker, and so I think once they kind of got their bearings and had some successful drives that we felt good about, our scheme and what we were doing.
Coach, would you update the status of Ruffy, Hatfield, and Joe Wallace? Exactly where they are?
Yeah, Travis was sick, so he lost a bunch of weight, and we're just kind of in the process of getting him healthy and putting weight back on to give him a fair chance. This bye week will really help. And then Hatfield is a little banged up and wasn't able to go today. Not sure his status. I would think we'd see him at some point during the season. And then Joe will redshirt this year and give him a chance to mature and grow up and develop.
What does Clayton have?
Something with his leg. Yeah, nothing life-threatening.
And when did that happen? Or how long has he been down?
Kind of in and out. So just something we're trying to work through.
And Travis is like a virus or what exactly?
Yeah, I don't want to get into his business. He's just been sick and lost a bunch of weight, but he'll come out of it.
And Joe, you said your red shirt because of?
It's probably the right thing to do. He's we had to play him last year, and he just needs some time to mature and develop, and so we'll do that.
What did you see out of the defensive backs today that you like, maybe specifically Ja'Shawn Johnson?
Yeah, he's really become a leader. When you look at him being voted a captain as well, I would have told you no way a couple years ago. He's kind of a quiet guy, but he's really stepped up. He understands Coach Gibbs' scheme inside and out right now, and then you put Vontae back there who comes down and will hit you and not hesitate. It's a nice little combination. So I'm proud of Ja'Shawn and how far he's come on the leadership side of things, and he is a sure tackler for us back in the back end.
Kliff, there's been a lot of focus on Desmond Nisby. What are your thoughts on Justin Stockton's performance today?
Yeah, like I said, it's a good changeup. Justin is very, very explosive, and I did a poor job last year getting him out in the open where he could kind of show that. And we had a couple of times today where we got him out in the open, and we still got to do a better job of it. But I think, you rotate him and Nisby and Trey and D. Felt, they all kind of complement each other.
With back on the kicker for a moment, what kind of leg strength does the new kicker have? He wasn't in a field goal situation.
Right.
If you're in a tight game.
Yeah, we haven't seen. Your guess is as good as mine. When the game's on the line and we had to kick a 50-yarder, could he make it? I think he could, but hopefully we can keep from being in that situation. True freshman, did a nice job coming out there, and he put them all through, and he's an accurate kicker. I don't know the strength of the leg off the top of my head.